Hey, this is your boy Dr. Boyce Watkins, the People's Scholar, and I'm listening to my homeboy Vigilante on Tell It Like It T.I. Is Radio, so make sure you tune in every day because this is where it's going down.
What's up, people? This is Vigilante for reasonforrhymes.com. That's reason with the number 4 rhymes.com. Tell It Like It T.I. Is and yourblackworld.net. I'm up in Kansas City, and a lot of students on campus are jumping up and down, especially the black students. Tim Wolfe resigned, the president of University of Missouri. He resigned. We saw it coming. You know something had to happen because they was about to lose $1 million. But what's crazy about this situation is I call this the unlikely revolution. Who would think that players would come together to do anything? You know, a lot of times you see players take the mantle of, I can't do it, man. I can't lose my scholarship. I'm not going to do that. I'm playing football, you know, and a lot of players don't participate in things on campus. But to see those players stand behind Jonathan and form a wall of security shows you what we can do. That's why I call it the unlikely revolution. You got all these other people getting together trying to do something. They hit Missouri in the pockets when you think about it. Missouri was hit right in their pockets because of the money that they stand to lose, not only at BYU or any other game if this kept on. Because once they started, you could tell they was not going to stop. They picked up more momentum when the coach, Pinkel, and the athletic director stood behind them. That's when you know it was a go. It was a G.O. And he had to go. And you think about Black Friday. You think about Black Friday if we did that. If we did the same thing, stood up, black people, stand up and say that we're going to make our dollar count this time. We're going to show you our black power. We saw that during the bus and boycott, the transit boycotting back in the days. King, Medgar Evers. We saw that. So we have that power. Athletes have that power. We seen this type of thing tested the time when the owner of the Clippers was acting out. And I think that the NBA could have did this. They could have followed the lead. They could have been the first ones doing that. We saw what happened at Northwestern. So could it be that athletes are waking up now and they're realizing their worth? It's something about when you start realizing your worth and the power behind that worth, that the masters got to either get in line or step the hell out the way. So this is something to be proud of because of their stance as athletes. Everybody want to downplay what athletes do when it comes to the sacrifices they have to do. And a lot of times these players are starving. I know these players are starving. So for them to use their power to stand behind a student against racist acts that's been going on that campus and not being solved shows you what we can do. And it also shows you the power of sports. I did something on that. I mean, we watched the Royals, I say it again, have 800,000 people show up in a city that's probably 456,000 total. So Kansas came over to Missouri and other states to participate in that. So we have the power in sports. It's the influence. People stand in long lines to watch Michael Jordan. I mean, not to watch him, but to get his new shoes. So if athletes stand up like Muhammad Ali, Jim Brown back in the days, then we got a whole new revolution. A whole new revolution can start along with the rest of the politics that's out here. And the face of it can change when we going after corporations, when we trying to hit them in the pockets, because hitting them in the pockets is where you can really get some answers to the question that you're asking. When you hit people in the pocket, that's when you do it, because they see us dance around, they see us putting up signs, and they're immune to that. They're immune to that. They're not worried about that. But when you start hitting them in the pockets, that's when the revolution can begin. Now, can we take lead? Can we follow lead of these young students and start connecting ourselves together, black people, and let our dollar count? So this is a good day. This is a good day, and let this be a learning tool. I had a teacher come to me and say, hey, I want to have you talk to the kids about this. I said, no, let your kids talk about that. They watched it. Let them write their articles on that. And let them speak about that to motivate them. And let the athletes understand that they are students too, that they have a right to participate in other things to beyond sports, to be beyond sports. And people, organizations that's out there, this is what we need to do. We need to unite like that. When you unite like that and hit them in the pocket, and we have enough number of people, never had to be one student or one player, it wouldn't happen. It's strength in numbers. It is strength in numbers, people. We have to understand that. The more numbers we got standing against something, the better we get change. It's been proven all over the world. Let the black spending dollar do that. Let us unite and do that. Let's not argue about who's going to do it or who did it, who get the credit, as long as it gets done. That's what I got out of this situation. The unlikely revolution. Now let this be the spark to our inferno of change. This has been Vigilante for ReasonForRhymes.com. Tell it like a TI is. YourBlackWorld.net. You also can get the app. Tell it like a TI is. And I'll see y'all later. Peace out.